Hampi is an ancient city in the heart of Northern Karnataka. It's well known for its temples and other monuments. The capital of the Vijayanagara Empire, which ruled South India during the 14th to 16th AD, is now listed as UNESCO World Heritage Site. Once it was one among the largest and richest cities in the world. The ruins of Hampi, as it's known today, is a huge open museum of architecture, history of religion on display. There are two parts of Hampi that needs to be explored. Hampi Center Kamalapur, Anangondi, Hippie Island, which is on the other side of the river of Tungabhadra. The ruins of Hampi are split into two sections. Sacred Center is where most of the temple and significant sites are located. Badavi Linga Temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. This largest monolithic Shivlinga in Hampi is made of single stone and has a height of 3 meters. The temple has been in existence since the period of Vijayanagara Empire. This temple is always filled with water due to a water channel installed inside. The name Badavi Linga is the combination of two words. Badav means poor and Linga means Shiv. It is said that the Shivling placed inside the temple was commissioned by poverty-stricken peasant women. Hence, the temple came to be known as Badavi Linga Temple. On the left of the Badavi Linga Temple is a huge monolithic figure of Lord Narasimha, also called as Lakshmi Narasimha. Of it is the largest statue in Hampi. It was constructed during the rule of the great rulers of Vijayanagara Empire. King Krishna Deva Raya. The temple is dedicated to Lord Narasimha, one of the 10 avatars of Lord Vishnu and Goddess Lakshmi. Dedicated to Lord Shiv, Virupaksha Temple is believed to be functioning ever since its construction in 7th century AD, making it one of the oldest functioning temples, not just in Hampi, but India as well. The first you will notice about this temple is this 160 feet tall Gopuram, or the entrance, making it the second highest in India. The huge Gopuram leads you to the courtyard with a lot of open space. The courtyard houses are pillared halls called 100-column Hall at the fore left corner of a Kalyana Mandap at the far right corner. Considered to be the largest of the most famous structure in Hampi, the Vithala temple is major tourist attraction in Hampi. Vithala temple, also known as Sri Vijayanagara temple, is dedicated to Lord Vithal. The temple is built in the travelogue style of architecture, and highlight of the temple is its impressive pillared halls of the stone chariot. The temple complex has many halls and pavilions located inside it. Each of these structures are made of stone, and each structure is a beauty in itself. The Maha Mandap, or the main hall, is situated in the courtyard of the temple complex. It stands in a high platform carved with a series of floral myrtles, warriors, horses and swords. The Maha Mandap contains 4 open halls within, while the north, south and east are still intact. The western hall is collapsed. The main highlight of the Maha Mandap is its richly carved monolithic pillars.
Every day huge naita, only festival, royal families function days.
These are popularly called the musical pillars. The Mandap is renowned for its 56 pillars, making it one of the major attractions. These musical pillars are also known as Saregama pillars, indicating the musical notes emitted from them. The musical notes are created when the pillars are tapped gently. Every main pillar is surrounded by 7 minor pillars. And of these 7 pillars emit 7 different musical notes. Tapping pillars is now prohibited, as tapping over the years has caused damage to the pillars. The Vithala temple complex has richly sculpted stone chariot, which is considered to be the most stunning architecture of Vijayanagara kingdom. The front of the chariot, you will find 2 elephants positioned as if they are pulling the chariot. Originally, 2 horses were carved in that position. The horses got replaced with the elephants after they were damaged by the Mughals. The tail and the legs of the horses can still be seen. The wheels of the chariot were once functional and put to be rotated by people. A few years ago, the government commented the wheels in order to avoid causing damage to them. The Vithala temple is in a particular ruined state. The center western hall of the temple was ruined long ago during the attack of the Mughals that finally led to the downfall of the Vijayanagara Empire in 1565 AD. The road leading to the temple is in a completely ruined state. The road was one of the location, a thriving marketplace known as Vithal Bazaar, and was famous for horse riding. Royal Centre is where the Vijayanagara king and his private household stayed. The Royal Centre can be further categorized into 2. The Royal Centre that covers Queen's Bath, the Royal Enclosure that covers Mahanavami Dibba, Pushkarni, the Public Bath, Secret Underground Chamber, Hazara Rama Temple. The Zenana Enclosure covers the Lotus Mahal and the Watchtower. Next to Zenana Enclosure is a huge elephant statue along with guards' quarter. Separated from the sacred center from a small valley, the Royal Centre contains the ruins of the king's palaces, administrative halls, buildings, and a couple of temples. The Queen's Bath, where the structure is very simple and basic looking from the outside, is just the opposite on the inside. The structure comprises of a veranda facing the open pond in the center. Currently, the pond is to avoid water. The pond is surrounded by a beautifully arched corridor having pillars and a number of balconies. The bath is connected to the aqueduct for the supply of fresh water. It is believed that this pond used to be filled with fragrant flowers and perfumed water. The Queen's Bath was constructed by King Achyutaraya for the royal women. Today, the Queen's Bath is empty due to the Mughal attack. The royal enclosure is a huge area. This huge stone door on display is believed that elephants were used to open these doors. The first structure while entering the royal enclosure is the Mahanavami Dibba, the most impairing structure in the royal enclosure. It was constructed by King Krishna Devaraya in the celebration of the victory over Uday King. The Mahanavami Dibba is a platform constructed in 3 layers and has 2 staircases to reach the top. The bottom has carvings of horses, elephants, and a number of other figures. On reaching the top of the platform, one gets a great view of the campus around the platform itself, which is in complete ruins. A number of empty sockets can be seen throughout the platform. These sockets once used to hold giant pillars, then got destroyed. The king used to sit on these platforms to watch musical performances, sports, etc. The 9 days Navaratri and Dashara were conducted here for the king. It was an important event to demonstrate his powers and rights. The entry point for king is different from that of the commoners. At the back of the platform is a staircase located. The side of the platform are carved depicting royal cultural scenes. The other structures inside the royal enclosure are the aqueduct. These are the network of rock and stone-made waterways that provided water not only for the royal enclosure but for the entire town. A step tank or the Pushkarni is an elaborate tank which was used for the celebration purposes of the royal household. This 7-meter deep tank has 5 layers and each layer comprises of a few steps. The public bath. At the southwest corner, there is another huge swimming tank which is connected to the main aqueduct. The water pool used to be filled with water during the days of the Vijayanagara Empire. The pool was used for water sports for the common people. The underground secret chamber used to be a chamber where the king has important meetings, discussions, etc. with his trusted assistants. The Hazara Rama temple is the only temple that is situated within the royal enclosure. The main attraction of the temple is the large decorated exterior walls. These portray the story of Ramayana. The Zenana enclosure was a secured and private area for the royal women. 3 watchtowers can be seen at the corners of the Zenana enclosure. These towers offered a position to serve this area. The main attraction of the Zenana enclosure is the Lotus Mahal. Uniquely identified by its lotus-like structure, this glorious structure was used by the royal women to interact with each other and enjoy recreation activities. The Zenana enclosure also has the Queen's Palace, water pavilions, and royal treasury, which are now in complete ruins. Located just outside the Zenana enclosure is one of the most prominent attractions, the elephant stable. The elephant stable was built to grow shelter for the elephants of the Vijayanagara Empire. It is a long rectangular structure that comprises of a row of 11 huge dome chambers with connected large arched openings. Right next to the elephant stable is the guards' quarter. Both the elephant stable and the guards' quarter share a common courtyard. That completes the royal center.